A couple years ago, Steve Fanny, Tiny E, built the Verge, a great gaming PC. However, it wore out faster than we anticipated and no longer turns on. So let's build a new one. However, when I reached out to Capital One to see if they wanted to sponsor us, they declined, as well as Chase and any other bank in the area. I even asked my boss if they wanted to help give me some money so we could build a gaming PC. They also declined. So today, we are going to be attempting to build a gaming PC with spending the least amount of money as possible. So, let's get started. First thing building a gaming PC is the tools. First thing we need is a table. So let's go inside while the thought bubble explains all the different parts of a PC.
The processor is like the computer's brain, a base of calculations that control everything the computer does. The motherboard is like the foundation, serving as a main structure for all other parts to be added to. It also allows the other parts to communicate with one another, which also makes it kind of like a nervous system. Graphics cards are responsible for rendering and processing visuals into what you see on screen. Our PC's power supply is of course channeling electricity, in that it adjusts and provides the right amount of energy to keep it running. Last but not least, RAM, or random access memory, and your hard drive are good examples of short-term and long-term memory, respectively. If you want to better understand what kind of computer to build, then first figure out what you want to use it for. A gamer might care more about a graphics card than, say, a video editor who might want extra RAM to assist with editing large files. If you're building a budget build for video streaming, say under $1,000, you want to focus on parts, like a Core i5 or Core i3 processor, that require less energy. They'll be less powerful, but then you'll be able to scale back the cost of several other parts. And if you need help choosing the right parts for your build, there's sites like PCPartPicker.com that help show presets for which parts fit together, which sort of part conflicts you might have, and where to find deals on new parts.
Here's the table. Next thing we need is an Allen wrench, some tweezers to tighten the wires, a Swiss Army knife that hopefully has a Phillips head screwdriver in it, and last but not least, an anti-static bracelet to protect you and the parts. This build, we do not need a thermal paste spreader, and I'll explain that later. Right now, let's get to the parts. First things first, we're going to be using the HP Pavilion Slimline S53-104 PC case. I was able to get this one for free because it is a little damaged on the back. You can see how it's like bent there. That's okay because it was free. Next, we have our Optiplex motherboard. It should fit nicely into this PC case. Now, I remember some comments on Steve Fan's last video how you're not supposed to put the board in first before you put in the parts, but here's the thing. It gets heavy. It gets weighed down, you know? So put the motherboard in first, and then all the parts. Just common sense, you know? I'm going to put the brace in the back here. There we go. Fits nicely. Now, if it doesn't fit, you can hammer it in. But we don't need to, luckily. Fits like a glove. Next, we'll install the motherboard. There we go. Alright, now just screwing in the motherboard here. There should be like 13 different screws that you have to screw into the case. Right. 2. Alright. Next thing is the RAM. We have 2 sticks of DDR3 RAM. One of them is a 4GB stick, And this one is an 8 GB stick. So we're gonna have 12 gigs of RAM. And I saw some people complaining last time about how Stefan put the RAM in too close together. But that's actually proper PC building. You're supposed to put them right next to each other. However, since it is COVID times, you're supposed to space them apart in the 2 separate slots. So now that it is that, that's when you put them in with a slot in between them and not right next to each other. Western Digital 6400 Caviar Blue hard drive. Just gonna put that in there. Then we can put in the SSD as well. Let me get this. This is the PNY 240 gigabyte SATA drive. Oops. Hang on. Get some scissors. Wait. That's why we have a Swiss Army knife handy. Just in case you need to cut something. Got some scissors right here. Right here. Next one. There we go. All right. SATA drive is open. That's good. You can put this right there. All right. Next things next. We are going to install the CPU. We have here a Intel Xenon E3 1230. That's right, we got one. Now this just goes in like so. Oops. Oopsies. Put those there. Don't need them anyways. There we go. Alright. Now how do I... There we go. Put this in. There should be a little arrow in the corner that you match up with on this motherboard here. Huh. That's so odd, there's no arrow. I guess you can just put it in. There we go. Alright. Next, we can put in the power supply. Next, we're gonna do our Icy Graphite Thermal Panel. Now I picked this because I like it a lot more than regular thermal paste. You just put it in on the CPU and it lasts longer and it's reusable. I think it's better all around than regular thermal paste. All right. While my assistant gets the scissors, let's put in something else. There isn't much left to put in. Right? Oh, the graphics card, right? Haha. Can't forget about that. This thing's important here. You can cut that. Yeah. This we have the GeForce GT 710. Very slim, very nice. Quite like it. Fits nicely in our case. Now, on here. Thank you. All right. Nice. Here we go. Here are the tweezers. Gonna pull this out of here. There we go. Put this on. There we go. Just put that on like so. Nice. All right. Moment of truth. Does the lid close? Almost not, right? There we go. Alright. Let us see now if she turns on. Alright. The exciting part. She Please.
A few moments later.
But
A few inches later.
sorry, buddy. But we're gonna have to try this lucky little one.
2 hours later. One eternity later.
I think it's just not gonna turn on today there.